you build something for your people and then you see the importance of it for us, right? This is a historic monument. This has been in our community for 60 years. This is the only one left, right?
Yeah.
And then you see the support and people come and was like, man, you're a young black girl, you man, good job. You turned this place around.
Yeah, that's big.
Keep it up. Yeah, because I mean, when I tell you, I was so hurt when I got that call, because I had planned on going to church Sunday morning and I was going to a meeting with my friend later on at night. And I'm like, oh, they broke in the restaurant. And I'm like, what? So I'm going to go back. So when I got it, it was like, okay, didn't understand like the significance of it for us, right? Because we grew up here. I grew up here.
Right.
Right? And I remember coming here as a child and just having those memories, right? With your grandparents.
Yeah. This my spot.
So me getting this place, it was just, I'm not going to say by chance, it was fate. It was supposed to happen because I do accounting by trade. I got 3 tax offices. I just figured, oh, well, I'll keep it in the family. I'll just get it.
You got 3 tax offices in Florida?
Yeah, so I own Kingdom Taxes. So we got one off of 36 and 17. I've had that office for 17 years, right?
Okay.
One off of 132nd and 7th. We've had that one to these 4 years. 33rd and Broward, I had about 6 years.
Okay.
So I've been in the community doing my thing, but it's never been nothing like this. The taxes was always make the money, get a good lifestyle, you know. That's what it was for me. The taxes. So once I was like, oh, once I got here and got the opportunity to come here,
I'm saying, what pulled you here? What pulled you here?
All right, so my uncle owned it, right? My cousin ran it for a little bit. And my cousin asked me.
So this been in your family for 60 years?
I'm 60. If I call him, if I say 60, he gonna cuss me out.
I think
it's 64 years to be exact.
Okay.
So he originally used to work for the owners. This was a Jewish-based company. They had 100 throughout the states. They had 100.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I remember the 100, but I know they had the one on 7th Avenue.
Right. No, it was a Jewish-owned company. They had 100. So they employed everybody. So when he decided to sell, I think his last name was Singer, he offered shares or stock options to people that worked there. My uncle worked for them.
Okay.
So he was able to buy some stock options. So when it started selling off, he was able to buy, a few Royal Castles. Yeah. So I think at the height of his business, don't quote me, I think he had about 12. Right? Young man, started as a dishwasher, worked his way up. Dishwashers, and remember back then it was segregated.
Yeah,
this used to be a blacks only window. We weren't allowed to come in here. This closed in. Yeah. I keep saying I'm opening it back up and put a blacks only sign out. It'll be messy, but I don't want no smoke. But I'm gonna open it back up because I want to open it back up for nighttime.
Right.
But so he worked as a dishwasher, worked his way up, got the shares.
And this 60 years ago.
60-some years ago, right?
Yeah.
So he worked, and then his wife took over. I want to say he retired probably in his 60s, like 65. She ran it, and then she passed away. And then my uncle gave it to my cousin, which had it for maybe about 4 years. So my cousin approached me and was like, hey, cuz, I'm like, hey, you need help? I can financially come and help you. But I was just coming in as an investor at the time.
How long ago this was?
This was last year. So I got this spot August of last year.
All right.
Right? So I'm like, he was like, okay, so whatever reason, my cousin ended up wanting to do something else with his career. I was like, all right. Prayed about it. It's like, okay, well, let me see if I want it, right? Because I never ran a restaurant before. I can do numbers all day.
Yeah.
So prayed about it. I was like, all right. Told my uncle I want it. Forget it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thinking I could come in here and clean up the floor and open back up tomorrow. We open back up in January. I got it in August. So that goes to show how much it took for me to keep it historic, right?
Right.
But bring it back to a place where I remember coming, right?
Right.
So I know.
So when you're saying keeping it historic, you mean like you had in mind with changing the inside?
Of course, I wanted to make it like brunchy, right?
Yeah.
But I thought about it. I'm like, no, this isn't that place. Like, this is an old school diner. This is history. This is a historic monument, right?
Yeah, you got all over here. This is my uncle's favorite spot. He passed away. I know your uncle know my uncle.
I'm sure he does.
I'm telling you,
I'm
boy.
sure.
This is his favorite spot right here, Rory Castle.
So I was like, okay, well, let's go with that, right? Still didn't realize the value of it. Wanted to open up November 1st, didn't happen. still had permits, still had this, still had that.
Yeah.
So finally opened up January 4th. And like I said, just opening it back up, seeing like the community support, like, oh my gosh, you brought this back and you're so young. I'm like, I'm 40. I'm really not that young.
Right.
You know,
You're still
I
young.
appreciate it. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And just hearing from our community, like, dang, like, you know, keep it up. Like, we're so proud of you. Like, we need this.
This is considered what you call it, a cornerstone.
Yeah.
This is a cornerstone in the community.
Yeah.
Like you say, this raised me, you, even our parents. You feel what I'm saying? So you getting this that's why when I seen it, because it ain't been over for a minute. So when I seen you in here, you look like, I wanted to know like what was your take on grabbing this. Like you say, you look like a young woman. So I was like, hey, what you saw and made you want to open up Rory Castle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it really, to me at first, it wasn't nothing but like a business investment for me, right? And then I soon learned.
Welcome to Miami Vibes, the #1 podcast in the world. Already know we outside, reporting live from the 305, Miami Vibes.
Word, trying is not allowed to be spoken.
I need the scenery.
Yes, sir.
I need the Hennessy.
Ain't no vibe like Miami Vibe. 305.
Either you was selling dope, you was robbing, you was working at McDonald's, everybody had something. Turn it on up.
Family MLK, y'all keep moving like kings. If not, you acting like a queen. There you go, man. High vibrations and dope conversations.
Top of this shit I do for real. Every single flow that I.
This a different lifestyle. Mastermind. If you're an influencer, come chop it up with me on the yacht. To provide the vibes for me.
Yeah.
Miami Vibes had me on the yacht.
Yes, sir.
You done set the bar, you heard me?
There you go, man. High vibrations and dope. Welcome to Miami Vibes, the #1 podcast in the world. High vibrations and dope conversations. I'm sitting right here with the one and only. Need no introduction, but before we do that, you know I'm gonna take time out to give praise to the Most High. Let's vibe. Let the people know who you is.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Charlize Stallworth, also known as Charlize Tax Queen on social media. I am the current owner of Royal Castle. The last one left is on 79th Street and 27th Avenue. I also am a tax preparer. I have 3 offices throughout Miami-Dade and Broward County. I've been doing that for the past 17 years, but this is where my focus is now, this restaurant, right?
Okay, that's understood. Well, you know I'm gonna start this conversation off with the root.
Okay.
Are you a mama's girl or a daddy's girl?
Definitely daddy's.
Daddy's?
Definitely daddy's.
So
yeah, so my dad raised me. He was a single dad, so he raised me and my siblings. So I think for me, for the most part, I'm very much so grounded, more so because of my dad, right? Because I had that experience with having a father in a household and knowing what that looks like, right? And kind of like knowing my values.
Oh, so you said so in your household it wasn't your father and your mom, it was
just my dad.
Your stepmom.
It was just my dad, no mom.
If you don't mind me asking, mom.
She was on drugs.
Okay.
Grew up over town, grew up in the city. So my dad raised us.
Okay. Also, mom was on drugs.
Mom was on drugs. Yep.
Right. Do you got brothers and sisters with your mom?
I do. So it's 6 of us all together. But I have older siblings. So if I'm 41, just to give you a hint, they're 51, 52, 53, 54. My little brother would have been 30. If I'm 41, he would have been 39.
Passed away?
Yeah, he passed away.
You don't mind speaking on that?
I can't do that.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep
that
going.
I don't really try to talk about. But
that's what's up.
so yeah, grew up over town, grew up in the city, you know, graduated from Northwestern in 2001, right? Shout out to the Buzz, right?
Shout out to
Bull
the
for life. What is it? Ain't no bullshit.
Ain't no bullshit. I didn't even know she was gonna rep that, but you know, that's just being in the heart of the city at this moment right now. So
there you go.
Shout out to my Bulls. You heard me, you already know. If you ain't no bull, you ain't shit. But yeah, you were saying you was raised by your father, so you got siblings from your father. That's not.
I have one other brother, but for the most part, it's 6 of us from my mom and my dad. Right. I mean, my dad had another outside job.
Good relationship with siblings?
Good relationship
Siblings,
with my siblings. Like my sisters, they all work with me in the office for the most part. So we're close because they're so much older than me. So yeah, that relationship with your family matters. I love them.
Did you go to college?
I did. Right. So I went to Florida Memorial. I graduated from Nova in 2010, and I got my accounting degree from Nova. And while I was working towards that degree, I was doing taxes, all those. I worked for H&R Block and Jackson and Hewitt, that process. And that's how I ended up. Right. So once I graduated, I was working, doing my thing. I had already built the clientele over those 5 years of being in school. So they asked me to do taxes. I'm like, no, I don't. I finally be like, okay, I'll do it this year. Did it, made more money in 4 months than a year. I'm like, forget this job. Left the job, got that office.
And that was what, 2010?
This was in 2010. I got that office off of 36th and 17th, October 2010.
If you don't mind, just for motivational purposes, you don't mind throwing a little number out there just to maybe inspire somebody to even want to take that lane that you in?
Well, I'm big on social media as far as my challenges and like my numbers. I'm very big on like show me opposed to just telling me. And Denise, 2 years ago we did $1 million challenge and we did $1.4 million, right, that year, and that was 2022.
Oh, so you saying that the company did?
Yeah. So of course it was gradual, right? Because it's been 16, 17 years.
Right.
But as you grow and invest the time and take yourself sick, because I ended up going back to work part-time because I was bored. Opposed to investing in the business more because I didn't have any mentorship. I was 24 when I made that decision. 25, I was young.
Right. You're still evolving.
But I knew I wanted to do more. I knew. Right. So for me, it was a matter of like connecting with other people my age that was doing it. And it wasn't too many. My friends were partying. My friends were, working their jobs that we were trained to go to college and graduate and do all that stuff.
Me personally, I think in our culture, I think it's a cultural thing. You very rarely find somebody at a young age that's business savvy.
I think, honestly, like you're born that way. You have to be born a leader. I can't describe it, but I knew as a child, like I knew my life was going to be the way I wanted. I don't know how, but I knew innately in my environment from a child, I wanted a good life. I was willing to work for it. I was willing to sacrifice whatever it took. And I'm gonna throw you a curveball. I had my first child at 17. I had my second child at 19. So I had 2 kids before I was 20, right?
Right.
2 kids. Still graduated. Still still was in the city. Still.
You don't feel like as a child, at all us as kids at that innocent state, like have a fire and desire for.
I agree, but I think we sometimes get lost in our environment because we become products of our environment. Because look at our environment. What leadership do we have there? Like, what else do we have besides the crime, the violence, the gang banging, the dressing up, going out, dressing your kids up every holiday? Right, but then you have to look at, if you're not in front of somebody that's living a life that you want, or you see, let's say somebody selling drugs all day, right? And that's and that's easy, and that's the easy way. Why not take the easy way? Like, who wants to work hard for something nowadays? Nobody wants to struggle or sacrifice for anything, right? But I think it takes a little bit more of that push from you and that what you want, because we all want the easy way out, but it's not always like that, right? Nobody wants to sacrifice anything. Everybody wants to hand it to them.
Right, and when you say that made me think back to like we always most definitely live in moment here and now. You feel what I'm saying? And we wasn't taught like the value of patience.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Due to the fact we live in a society like where it's a rat race, and nobody let us know like if you slow down,
it gets better, right?
It get greater and trust the process. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like you say, I mean, our environment got a lot to do with our decisions, and when we in that environment, it's not easy to make a decision like you as a child and to say I'm gonna stay focused and stay on the right.
But not even so. You see, I made a decision. I was a teen mom. I was pregnant twice, 17 and 19. I still didn't make perfect decisions throughout it, but I knew innately, like, I know I have to prove this to myself, right? I did that because everybody, she pregnant at a young age, she's not gonna accomplish nothing, she's not gonna be anything, she's just gonna be a typical, sit right here and watch me work, right?
And that was the fuel of your fight.
That was my motive, and it wasn't to prove nobody wrong, it was to prove me, right? Because I know I could have did it, you know what I'm saying? So like moving forward, the goal for us is always to get out. We make it out, we're good, right?
Yeah.
Bought my first house at 24, right? With these same two small kids. Had a third child at 26, right? Married, all of that comes with it, right? But still work, still was building a business. Had a one office, got the second one, got the third one. But before I got this, I had no intention of caring about my community, to be honest. I was out. I live in Hollywood. My kids go to school out there, right? I have no reason to come to the city besides the offices. So when I got this, it shifted, right? Because you don't realize what you're destined to do and your impact to people that look like you, to give back, right? So like I was saying before, and it's like, I'm so proud of you. Like, keep up the good work. Can you keep it open? And it's like, I'm ready to sell this damn restaurant. Because that's how I feel. Like, it's a lot come with it. So we just had to break in.
Right.
But I think being in the community and seeing our people, because most of us are out. They moved half of us down south, half of us are out. So it's different now. So I have to change what I'm doing, because what worked 60 years ago, it's not working now. My sales are low as hell right now. But that's the economy. So now I'm in a position of what worked 60 years ago not working for me now. This is a different area. It's more Cubans over here than anything now.
Right.
So now I gotta get the Cuban coffee machine. I gotta get the pastries, right? Okay. I gotta get the little empanadas. I have to adjust to where I am I'm gonna keep the doors open, because
because you can't just the demographic change.
And then remember, we know, because we were brought here by our parents and grandparents, but the Gen X has no idea this place. They have no history to it.
Right.
So they have no idea about Royal Castle. Right.
It's a whole new,
All they want to do is go out, smoke hookahs, and go to the lounges. So I have to figure out how to reach them and make this a staple in the hangout spot too, because, I got to figure it out.
Right.
So it's not easy, but for me, seeing the community come together, they'll come and I can be having the worst day. Like, how am I pay the light bill? The light's gonna be off. Right. The gas gonna be off. We're gonna be in here with candles.
Right. And
then somebody will come in and be like, oh my gosh, can I talk to you? And I'll be like, yes, hi. You still be pleasant. And they'll give me a story about they came here with their parents, they came here with their grandma. Thank you so much for opening this light. And I tell her, I'll be like, that just really made my day. And that made me continue to figure it out, Charlize. Figure it out. It's not rocket science, but it ain't easy. And who said it's supposed to be easy? Right. Figure it out. Right, and then I'm back to the drawing board, like, all right, okay, what I can try. Let me get another marketing team.
Hold on.
Right?
That word right there, you've been doing good for the whole conversation. You've been doing so good without it. I don't think I heard you. If you did, I'll come back and get it.
Shots. Ain't no Patron. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, we can't say that word. That word trying. Okay. Yeah, we can't say that word.
Can't say trying.
Yeah, you can't say that.
But in context, when I say try, I'm trying different things to see what works. Because
I understand. I
gotta try.
But still on the platform.
Don't say try.
Yeah, we just don't use the word.
Okay, so what are we replacing try with?
I mean, there's a lot of words.
Give me one.
Replace it with. I'm doing different things. Okay. I see different things. The word don't have to be used. You feel me? Because that word is a sign of failure.
Try.
Yeah.
Okay, I received that.
A little doubt in it. You feel me? So you doing good. What was that before I interrupted you with what you were saying with that word?
Figuring out. Yeah, doing things to figure out what works now to keep the doors open for this community and this generation. Because it's different.
Right.
And at first I'm like, wait, the support was great the first grand opening. It was amazing, right?
Okay.
When all the smoke clears, where it's a consistent support. Then I also get, why are you wanting clothes it's 8 to 3, then the hours I'm making money. If my labor is over 20%, I'm losing money. Y'all ain't coming in here. Y'all come one person at 8.
Right.
I need 20 people at 8 for me to make sense to have a cook, a cleaning person and a cashier.
Right.
But people don't know business, and that's okay. But you can't come be like, oh, why I came? You was closed. Okay.
And for the record, what you say that the schedule is what?
8 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day for now.
Right.
Top of the year when money circulates, I want to bring overnights back. But I have to figure out what works. It was 24 hours.
Oh, man. Boy, rookie.
Oh, okay. I just wish 24 hours worked for this community now. It doesn't.
Right. Because it's different. It's like you said, it's a different demographic.
And then money not circulating no more. All that PPP money, that money gone. Right. Everybody holding on to every dollar they got. So I'm just focused now on keeping the doors open so I can keep my employees on payroll, right? Because they got to pay their bills.
Right.
So it's not just about me. I ain't made $1 yet, and I'm okay with that because I didn't anticipate making money for the first 2 years.
Right.
But you got to make a sacrifice. That's the sacrifice, right?
Right.
But it needs to at least be able to sustain itself. I can't keep
Yeah.
because it don't make sense if I'm losing, like what I'm doing, right? So that's why the hours are how they are, because that's the hours we make money right now.
Right.
Top of the year, I'm gonna revisit it. That's cool.
So is it any new ideas that you came up with that you go and put into?
So adding different stuff to the menu that fits the community.
Right. Outside of the pinatas, and because I know you're doing that for the different culture.
Yeah, and then remember, competition is Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King. 60 years ago, none of this was here.
Right.
And this is not really a fast food joint. It's a 20, 30 minute joint.
Right.
Competition when you come here, you gotta wait 20 minutes. You go there, you get your food in 10 minutes. So it's adding stuff that I can compete with, like chicken sliders, right? I added chicken sliders. I want to add pulled pork sandwiches. Different stuff that can be ready in the same time that their food can be ready. Right? So it's just always adjusting to be in a spot where I can compete, right?
Yeah.
And not sit here and see they line crowded, and this.
And get discouraged.
Right.
Right. That doesn't make you open up and get more motivated.
Right. Then it's the components of the marketing part, right? It's keeping your customers happy. Right, it's figuring out new ideas, right? Making sure your employees are happy. Then food costs is quadruple for all of us. So they complain, oh, why I'm paying $8, ma'am? I'm paying $7 for it. I'm not even really making no money, but talking to our people sometimes is like, you just
talking to a brick wall.
You just say, okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get through to it. They ain't gonna. Because like you said, they seeing it from two different perspectives. They not even in the business nature of it. They in it from a consumer perspective.
Right.
And you giving it, and you in it.
Right.
So it's two different perspectives.
Two different things. But then what get me is you'll come to me and complain about my meal being $10. You just paid the same $10 at McDonald's. You ain't complaining to them. So what we talking about? And then I just look and be like,
I don't. Now
okay.
that
I hear
understand.
you. You see my door, right? Our people. He was black as smut on the camera. Our people.
That's because even with me, like with my merch, I sell merchandise, and when I go to make a sale to somebody, they always wanna, well, let me get it. But when they go into the other store, there's no need. They pay everything happily, freely. Do you have any idea why it could be like that? What could cause our people to operate in that manner where they want to get over on us but do right by other people? Like I'm lost about that one.
I'm lost. Just smile. That's it. You just because if you say too much, trust me, they gonna bash you, right? Because they feel like you're in a position to where I know. Don't say nothing. They swear you think you all that. They late. It is. So you just smile and you just be like, oh yeah, okay, I hear you. Especially the ones that come. You should do this. You should do that. You should. Have you ever have you sold bubblegum out your house yet? Have you even done that? Okay, I hear you.
Right. You got to kill them with.
But this is our people, right?
And we deal with a real stiff neck racy. So. And
you try not to let your facial expression.
There you go again. You can't use that word under no discretion.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I don't let my facial look. I do. I'm lying because I just be like, did you think nothing? Okay. Listen, we are our biggest allies.
Yeah, we are biggest enemies, and that's why I say I don't really stand big on that my people stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, for whatever reason the case may be, our people is not really our people. If you get what I'm saying, because it be our own people that want to tear us down. Like for instance, like you say, even with your, it's our people that's breaking us down, whether it's physically, mentally, financially. They attack us in so many areas. Yeah. So it's hard to like unify with our people. So what I'm saying in so many words, you just got to unify with who you connect with. Right. Like it's vibrations. You know, like if I don't give a damn if you pink. Yeah. Or orange. If I can vibrate with you and I can feel your vibe, I fuck with you. I don't care if you black or none of that, because I think that's been, the color game been our biggest downfall.
I want to say yes and no, because I feel like before like women's rights and we fought for all this segregation, I think we had a very strong black community because they had a very strong white community. Once we kind of got segregated, I don't know, I just feel like we have to support each other. Like I hear you, but I just still feel like we need to really work on that as people, because I still want it to be, it's us against whoever. No. It's they us. They not like us. It's always us. But what I'm saying is, far as like business. Pushing it up. No, not even no business. Just like unity. Yeah. But far as pushing it on people who really can't see it, like can't drain yourself pushing it. Like far as praying and hoping that they can open their eyes and come to the realization of how important it is for us to unify and stick together. That's a whole nother story. But like I say, I'm only gonna connect with the people that I connect with. And when I say that, it got to be business. Unfortunately, it got to be business. For us to be and get somewhere in this world, we have to stand on business. Right. I agree.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And nobody stand on business in our culture.
They weren't taught to though.
Huh?
They weren't taught to.
Exactly. They wasn't. We wasn't taught business.
Wasn't taught to. Yeah, and then if you were the lucky ones that got out and learned, you know, if God forbid, you know, the ones that support you. And the ones that don't, I just hate the stigma of they label you a certain way without getting to know you, without knowing your story, without knowing how you got where you are, because nothing happens overnight. It's been work, it's been sacrifice, it's always that.
Yeah. It's always
never
a story
nobody
behind the
handed
glory.
you something and they see you be like, oh girl, what you, and I tell them, I want this, okay, what you willing to sacrifice? Sit down. What's the sacrifice? Write it down. Because people don't see that. It come with a lot. I sacrifice a lot of time with my kids.
Right.
I went through 3 marriages. Right. I'm being 100 with you. Right. Because I knew what I wanted was more important than anything I was going through in life. 3.
Right.
My 3rd husband.
Right.
And that's done. That divorce is going to be final. So I'm just being as transparent with you. This shit come with fucking so much sacrifice. Right. It's not just your hours, your time. It's your time with your kids. It's your time with your family. It's your relationships. Right. So it's either you think you really want this until you get it, but then when you get it, it's a domino effect of stuff that you don't have anymore. And you're rebuilding, right? Because you really made that choice to you be all in or you're not. It's no straddling the fence. You're all in or you can't have it all at the same time. So you make a choice, right?
Right.
Right? Am I proud of my choice at times? Of course. Do I stand on my choice? Always. Right?
As
Do I have my
should.
moments where I have my mom guilt because I missed so much time with my kids when they were small? I don't have small kids anymore, but still, you know, my kids will tell me when we talk in Christmas or whenever they come home, because my kids, they live in Fort Myers. They went to FGCU. One graduated, one still is in school, and I have a 15-year-old. But my older 2 will tell me, my 24-year-old, and she teaches 12th grade. She hates them damn kids. But she tell me all the time, she like, Mom, we had everything, but it's times that we wanted you home. That's a sacrifice. And that shit break me. But it was a part of the struggle, right? And I have to come back and, Mommy, sorry, I have to live in her truth, because I don't know how she felt at 14 and I'm from the tax office trying to figure this out to the other office to I'm working 18 hours, I'm sleeping on a futon, I'm not coming home for 3 days, right? Because I'm trying to get it. I'm sacrificing my time as a mother with my kids. Same with my husband.
So you think is it a way around that, or that's do you think that's like that because of the fact that the father is missing?
No, so their fathers were great fathers. They picked up my slack. We had those understandings. So if I'm working over here busy these months, They taking care of the household and all that. I'm not saying like it was a disconnect. They were there. However, it was just still the fact that I made a choice to sacrifice time over there that it lacked for whatever reason because I wasn't there.
When I say the father not being there, because like my theory, I feel like when I get my wife as a man, I don't want my wife to have to work. You feel me? I want to provide. Like I want my wife to be a mother, you know?
But make sure you choose a wife that want that, because sometimes y'all don't pay attention to that and y'all go after the girl that's like me, that don't want that, and try to change her and make her fit that narrative, and it ain't gonna work.
No, I want to change it.
But listen, I need for you to hear me, because I've said this to my first 2 husbands till I was blue in the face. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I do. This is how I move. I'm not deviating. I love you. I'm gonna shift, but my career is my priority. Oh, it's okay. I can deal with it. I can make it. Okay, let's go. After 4 or 5 years, the dealing becomes, oh, you're still doing this? Yeah.
And if, okay.
Right? I know how to lead very well. I love being married. I love my man leading me. I wear skirts. I wear heels. I barely wear pants. Right? I know how to follow. I know my place. In that respect, if I choose to be in that type of relationship, right? I don't wear the pants. I follow. I love being in my softcore era. However, this person that I am is not going to change. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm okay with being by myself, because I know, right, that
what you mean? Being by yourself forever till you leave the earth?
I mean, not being married again, right? Because to me, a marriage was not priority over my career. It never was. None. Because I've always known my kids would get grown and get their own lives. Marriage was me raising my kids, them seeing their foundation, them having that 2-parent household. But a marriage to me, I can't speak. I've never been that girl that wanted that fairy tale, my knight coming to save me, and been asked to be married 3. I'm like, why y'all want to marry me? I'm not that girl. It's so many girls that want that. Pick them. But they pick me. And then when you get me, it's like, oh, you want me to be a housewife? Bruh, I'm gone. I'm out getting this money. We taking vacations. I gotta live. You want this allowance weekly or you don't?
No,
like, what we doing?
So I'm saying you can if you could be a housewife and still travel. Like if you dealing with a husband that's like well off. Like if you like, all right.
But who's well off now? If I'm dealing in $1 million a year, right? Just in general, making with my one office, right? So tell me, right? So once you get to that certain level, you don't change who you are. Like the way you live changes, right? So for example, that's cool. But if my husband is making $80,000 a year, no pressure. I don't care if he's making $30,000 a year. If I'm at this level to where we're beyond that, so I have to come back and sit down and budget myself because you want me to be this image of whatever wife in your head you think I should be to you, right? And be okay with, oh baby, I gotta wait till I get paid. I don't got it this week. We on a budget. We doing this. When I've worked and sacrificed so much for us, because it ain't just me, we comfortable. We living. What's mine is yours. We're married, right? It's no, you hold the household down while I did this and vice versa, right? So, no, like I don't, that's just me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. Remember, my daddy raised me. Maybe if my mama would have raised me, I would have been a little softer. Right. That ain't how I move. Right. That's never been what I wanted, right? But I've always had guys that, oh no, I'm cool with it. Oh no, we good. And then they get me and they see, damn, she ain't stopping.
But that's why
ain't changing.
But that's why I said, if a dude that's like well off, that's like, look here, you don't need to work.
Well off dudes like women that is at their disposal. I'm busy just like they're busy. Most of my well off friends,
y'all can be busy together.
It don't go like that. So most of my well off friends want a wife that can get up and travel with them at the top of a dime because they travel a lot with their job.
You saying you're well off? You mean dudes?
Guy friends
yeah.
that are there to cook, clean, cater to them because they done had a rough 120-hour week. It don't work like that. It don't, trust me. I've dated those type. It don't. We're both here. My friend can tell you, it don't work. You need somebody that works for you. So if most of my well-off friends, they want a housewife because they don't want to chase no, where you at, what you doing. You ain't got time for me. I'm just as busy as you. So how are we going to work?
No,
it don't go like that. Well-off men like cute, pretty, homebody girls that's at their disposal. And that's okay.
So what kind of men like women that ain't home at their disposal?
Usually
men that not well off.
Yeah, usually. Working men, like working class men that got regular 9 to 5s. That's okay with just being.
And so, do you think well-off women like them kind of men?
Of course, that works for us. That works perfect for us. Yeah. Yeah.
Because now you got like a homebody man.
Yeah. I'm keeping it a buck with you. What you want me to do?
So in a sense, this shit got to stop, man.
You asked.
No, I'm just thinking.
You can edit this part out.
I don't even lie. When I just said this shit got to stop with you, I was just thinking out loud. Really, that just was like, I'm like, because that's what it came to. Like,
it's not to say that's what it came to, because
that's what it came to.
But most women are not like that. I'm just who I am.
A lot of women are like that now. A lot of women feel like they are well off without a man, especially like a man that's like the overseer. Like women feel like they need to be.
No, we don't. We love to be led, but you got to lead us properly. That's not true. I'm just telling you what works. I'm not telling you that it's right. Because I've dated both. And my longest marriage was 10 years with a man that just had a regular job. And our relationship was perfect until it wasn't, right? But what grounded us was he wasn't as busy as me, and he had the time to, be with the kids, make sure, I was okay, make sure the house was kept.
Right. So you said, so if you was dealing with a man that wasn't a 9 to 5 man that was moving, it wouldn't have worked then.
I've tried it. It don't work.
Man.
Who the hell gonna do the laundry? I get home at 11.
You said that right again, but since I ain't charging you, I'm not gonna even be big on that.
Oh, dang. No, charge me. Come on. I'm sorry. I didn't say that. But I've done it a few times. And because both of us have those same expectations. I'm being 100 with you. So if I've been out the house from 7 o'clock in the morning and I don't come home to 10 o'clock, right? The house need to be clean. I'm gonna be look like, yeah, you been here all day, like, bro, you been here since 6. You ain't put no clothes in the dryer, like, you ain't nothing to eat. Like, I don't care about eating. I cook something real quick, because I cook. I don't care about that. But it'll be little stuff I look for that makes our life easier, right? You can't just come and put your feet up knowing we both out here grinding, right? Because we're going to have time to put our feet up. You want this Thailand trip that costs $14,000, $15,000, or you want to stay? So it's different. You guys have worked towards different goals, right? And it's understood. Right? And then at times it's not. When tax season is chill, I'm chill. We with the kids. I switch roles. I do the cooking, the cleaning. I keep the house. I'm doing the grocery shopping, whatever. But it has to be a partnership that works, right? But if you're with an alpha male that's busy, he tired. He needs to come home and clear his mind. He can't be worrying about the kids and all that. I'm not saying he shouldn't do anything. Right. How realistic is it if he's providing a comfortable life for you, not just paying bills? I'm talking about comfortable.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Real comfort. So
that it's just whatever works for you and your household. But for me, that works. So I can't. I don't like high value men because it don't work for me right now.
Okay, so alongside with what you already got going on,
right.
Where you see yourself at within the next 3 years?
Within the next 3 years, I pray I can keep this restaurant open. Right.
You go keep it open. We as a community go.
Please come.
Do what we got to do.
We're open every
to keep
day,
Royal
8
Castle
a.m.
open.
to 3 p.m. I promise I got some specials. Everything is not expensive. We got a breakfast special. It's $5.99.
And I vouch for that.
Sliders. We got chicken. Yeah, because you get turkey. You like turkey?
No, I get turkey bacon and pancakes.
Okay, all right.
Turkey bacon, pancakes. You heard me?
We got but 3 years from now, I see myself. I wanted to put 2 in the airport. We're a castle. I'm gonna just do burgers, fries, drinks, in both airports, right?
Man, you mean the
Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
You never thought about in the Hard Rock?
I thought about it, but the airport was first.
That'd be
Probably
big.
should do
That'd be big. Any stadium, you get them the AAA, any one of them little situations will be, that'd be real, that'd be monumental, that'd be big.
Yeah, because I got the name and the trademark. So even if this location don't work, for whatever reason, and y'all see it again, it's the same. Because the name is mine. So I may put 2 in the airports. I may put somewhere else.
Oh, you saying if you choose to go
somewhere else, yeah.
But this gonna work. We gonna speak faith.
Of course, I've been speaking faith for 2 years. But then realistically, right? We gotta be real about it.
Yeah, we're gonna be real.
Right, life happens, and that's okay, right? That's okay.
But we're gonna be real
optimistic.
Yeah, we're gonna be optimistic. We're gonna talk a lot of favor on World Castle because we need this here. This a landmark.
And then I'm gonna start doing like once a month events, hosting here, probably bring a chef of the month and, pre-sell the tickets, have the DJ, do like the ambiance outside.
Yeah, that'd
we can
be
do
dope.
a lot in the parking lot.
That'd be dope. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, but my focus has been just trying to keep the doors open.
Listen, you said the word.
I said, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you. Yeah. Say it. I said it the right way. And
okay.
gonna sound
better. My focus is keeping the doors open.
No, but don't that sound better though?
It does. You're right.
Yeah.
It sounds a whole lot better.
Exactly. It sounds like these motherfuckers gonna be open, rain, sleep, or snow. Like I don't give a damn if a tsunami come. These doors stay open, and that's how we gotta talk to God for real. It's that serious.
That's serious.
You feel me? Because wherever is a thought, it don't manifest it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
True.
So we don't even want the thought to even come out of that, like you got a little doubt in it. So that's why I just had that little personal, eliminate that word out your vocabulary because I understand the importance of wordplay. You feel what I'm saying? Just a little slight word like that can hinder the full ability of what this could be. You feel what I'm saying? So everything we speak, when we speak on whatever we speak on, we want to speak with like strong conviction and strong faith, like.
Right, and I'm for that.
Yeah.
But walking this walk and that's it.
You know how it goes. We walk by faith, not by sight. We don't care how I look, how great it look outside. The sun's shining in our eyes.
It does.
That's how we play. Cause we walk by faith, not by sight. You heard me?
Right.
So on to the next one. That's the 3-year goal.
Okay.
What do you do on your free time? Like you being a hard-working lady that need to unwind, clear your mind, cause you's a busy lady in the business world. What do you do on your free time? How you kick back and relax and be like, woozah?
So I do a lot of networking, right? So I'm at a lot of my other friends' spots. So most of my friends are business owners. So they got little wine bars and they got little bars and little
No, it's big. It's big.
You're right. You're right. I'm tripping.
Everything.
And I didn't mean it like that.
No, we know, but we still want to put big birds.
They have businesses.
Yes.
So if I'm not supporting their businesses, I am home in the pool. Like I got a pool and a jacuzzi in the backyard. Okay. So I'm pretty much home, grounded. I have a big Rottweiler. That's my baby.
Right.
So I'm home with Bear. But a lot of networking.
Right.
I'm out to this event. I support who support me. You're having a party, you come here. Oh, when a party? I be dead tired. Like, okay, I'm here. Yeah. I'll show my face for a little bit. But I try to do a lot of that.
There you go again.
I do a lot of that.
Exactly. I got you.
Do a lot of that.
After this interview, the level just going higher.
I have to watch it. You gotta send me where is it gonna be on? Where is it? Is it a podcast?
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube and it's gonna be on mainly YouTube. Okay. But I'm gonna post it on Instagram prior to before it come out. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, but it's gonna be on YouTube and we'll release it. What the day is? Spotify. What the day is, God? Monday?
Wednesday.
No, what the day is?
Today Tuesday.
No, day Monday. Yes, Monday. We're going to release it Wednesday.
Okay.
Then we're going to release it Wednesday. And like I was saying, I asked you that because I know how hectic it can be in a business world, and I know like how everybody's saying mental health. You feel what I'm saying? So I know when we do get a little time to ourselves as business people, how important it is to isolate ourselves and really like
Isolate. I'm on all type of medication, baby. Ain't no isolating. I take my meds.
No.
This is a real interview, right? No,
Yeah.
I ain't on that much meds, but
It's all right. Whatever floats your boat. You heard
whatever,
me?
you don't.
Whatever get you through to help you.
Whatever
cope.
keep you to be like,
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah, sure.
Me personally, I recommend the Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah. That's my. I won't take a pill for nothing in the world. I promise to God. Me and God so
I think
strong.
I'm late for a dose now. What time is it?
No, all you need is a shot of Hennessy.
You ain't got none. You ain't bring none.
Because I thought you said the wine, so I
Yeah,
thought.
but I thought you were gonna bring something for you guys to drink at least. So okay, they'll bring alcohol because I only drink wine.
I was gonna bring alcohol, but I didn't want to bring it if you wasn't gonna be like.
No, but that was you guys. I didn't mind it.
No, I don't really
I was
drink
gonna pull
like
my hookah out, but I was like, nah, that's too ghetto, friend. Right?
You should have bought the
No.
hookah out. That would have. It's Miami vibe.
But
It's the
none of
vibe.
that. I want that. Yeah, but it's okay. I ain't want it in here.
Yeah, you're in the business. You're in the business.
We about to go to the hookah lounge in a minute, though.
Oh yeah.
Leave.
What hookah lounge y'all going to?
Where we going? Off the record, where we going? Bali? No, we're going to Bali.
Any advice you'd like to give a
Yes,
upcoming business owner?
I would. Stay consistent. Stay as consistent as you can. Surround yourself with people that are walking the walk. Get your mentor. I have 4 mentors that I met on different levels, right? You have no idea. It's more so in business who you know and what connections you can make.
Right.
Get connected to people that's out here moving, not just talking and, they looking good for the gram or social.
Yeah, that's
Out,
moving.
listen, it's hard out here. Sacrifice, stack your bread. Hold on to whatever money you got because I don't think the economy's not getting any better. But throughout it, you can still do stuff and move. But your circle, how you move, set your goals, be clear about your goals, and figure out what I'm willing to sacrifice, right? And know if it's worth that sacrifice. Because like I told you, I feel bad about a lot of my sacrifices, right?
But they was beneficial though.
It was, but I still feel bad about it. Like still have that mom guilt. I still have that I wasn't the best wife I can be guilt because my goal was so much bigger than where I was and who was around.
But do you with that being in the equation, do you think it's anything to be guilty about when it was something that, because at the end of the day, life is about fulfilling your purpose. God gave everybody a purpose.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I agree, but I'm going to say I'm still in the makeup stage of that. I'm still asking for forgiveness for my role because, I felt how I felt, but some of them connections that I lost based on me being selfish on what I wanted really affected the other person. Really did. Like, my exes, one of them hate the grounds I walk on because he felt as though I didn't give what I was supposed to, and I probably didn't, and I can't take that from him, right?
Right.
But no, I'm still in that space to feeling bad about it. Do I regret doing it? No, right? But I'm still empathetic of what I caused in that space in order for me to be where I am, if that makes sense.
No, you being realistic because you're not being selfish. You letting them know that you may have did some things that wasn't. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't like you being in denial of whatever took place. So,
but you still feel it because you know the effect of it.
Right. But that's good. That make you what? An empathetic person, I guess.
I'm really not, but I gotta be.
You feel me? So. Hey, long as you show some kind of human traits, you heard me?
Yeah, right.
That's
Now you so mean. Oh, I ain't okay. Let me be a little bit empathetic.
You feel what I'm saying? Put a little empathy in there. You feel what I'm saying? And of course, I always got to include the kids. What advice would you like to put out to the youth? You know what I'm saying? Like you already know, we got our youth is very, very downcast right now, and.
So I would say listen to your parents, right? And when I say listen, most kids do what you do and not what you say. So, and I'm gonna give you an example because my kids wasn't in the house too much when I was. Do this, do that. You ain't here. You can't say what they're like, girl, I kick your butt. That's how we was brought up.
Right.
And my kids, I struggled with their behavior because then I know why. I wasn't fully there for
yeah,
everything, right? So they acted
yeah.
out a lot. But they eventually move how I move. They do what I do. They finish college. They got good jobs. They're independent. So just kind of follow your parents. Most of these kids got good parents that are good examples, right?
A lot of them don't though.
Oh, okay.
Especially in a lot of broken homes. There's a lot of broken homes.
Okay. Well, a lot of kids watch your podcast? Teenagers, young adults?
Honestly, I haven't really got the demographic on what age, because I just started building the podcast up. I've just been doing it. We've been doing it, what, like about 3 months?
Oh, it's fresh.
Yeah, we fresh.
Oh, well, you're gonna blow up then today. You're gonna blow up.
I receive that. She said we gonna blow up. Let's do that. Yes, sir.
So kids, I would say, figure out what you want to do with your life and just work towards it. Like, be consistent. You don't have to go to college. You do gotta finish high school, I want to say. I ain't gonna say you do, but at least get that level of education. You can do trade school. You can do whatever you want, but just know that you are important, you're valued, you're loved. Because none of us really know that as a teenager, right? Because when my dad died, I didn't feel that, because I didn't really feel like adults really showed that to us, unless it was like your immediate family or somebody, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, and sad, but that's the only way. That's why they say home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because outside your door, once you leave home, love is out the picture. It's a dog eat dog world. You feel me? So don't go out in the world looking for love, because it's not there.
Right.
Home is where your heart at. Take your household very, very serious, and what's done at home don't need to be put out with the public. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So to all the kids out there that's listening, keep God first, obey your parents, and education is key. You heard me? And at the closing of this, is there anybody you like to shout out before you close this interview off? Your counselors, your mentors.
Yeah, of course.
Who have
definitely.
Gave you
shout out to my friend Tanise. She is such a good friend.
Shout out to Tanise.
Shout out to Tanise. Shout out to Royal Castle. Shout out to the entire staff at Royal Castle. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming in here, eating breakfast, and wanting to do an interview.
And thank you for allowing me to be in your space to even get this dope story before the glory. And I'm looking forward to another interview, because I know the going is going to continue. And by this time next year, when we do the interview, you'll probably have...
We gonna be at the airport.
You feel me? We go ahead and set up in the airport and do the interview from there.
At the airport.
Because you already know growth is most definitely mandatory.
Yes.
And like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing you in a whole new state, a whole new space next year. And I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Not saying try. What was it? Try?
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely got to remove try from my vocabulary.
Out of your forgot the word. Yeah, exactly. So that's an accomplishment. We most definitely want to have that word out the vocabulary.
Try. Okay.
So we can start seeing these building blocks, and we can get this generational wealth stored in the culture forever. So we can see Royal Castles back 120 strong all across the planet.
And shout out to the man that came and bust my window yesterday. If I would have saw you yesterday, but today I'm good. So we gon' I forgive you. I'm gonna charge you.
Man, God go fuck you up by her, dog. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know who you is.
You know what I mean? Nothing.
That's his daughter. That's one of his favorite daughter.
You had to bring her back like you.
You gooking.
Oh, 3,000.
Who remember that word? You remember that word?
I do. Listen, I want to fire on that nigga. You talk about gooking. Gooking.
Hey, man, y'all already know, man. This is Myami Vibes in the 305. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And we got a lot of dope interviews coming y'all way. And y'all stay tuned to the next interview with me, the Tax Queen, Ms. Royal Castle Queen, and et cetera, et cetera. And I appreciate you for coming and let me come to this spot to get this interview.
Awesome. And you're welcome.
Hopefully we can have another one real soon. And y'all don't forget about the merchandise. We have it available on all platforms. You heard me. your mama house, your daddy house, and your grandmama house. You can get this here. No, I'm just playing. But y'all tune in, come get some of this good breakfast, man. All day, every day from 8 to 3, Royal Castle.
For now, we're gonna get some more hours.
And we're gonna be back 24 hours.
Yeah.